is the long A activity. You should have a card with an orange background and a picture of a rake near the top. You should also have a write and wipe marker. A, long A says A, long A says A, long A says A. Let's learn about long A today. Did you know that the letter A can make different sounds? One of those sounds is called long A, and it sounds like this. A. Say that with me. A. Look at the top of the card. Do you see a garden tool? What is it? Yes, it's a rake. Listen as I say that word again, and see if you can hear the long A sound in it. Rake. R, A, K. Where did you hear the A sound? Was it at the beginning of the word rake, in the middle, or at the end? Yes, rake has the A sound in the middle. Look at the word next to the picture of the rake. It begins with an R, which makes the R sound at the beginning of rake. Then there is an A, which makes the A sound, and a K, which makes the K sound in rake. But what about the E at the end of the word? In words like rake, the E doesn't make any sound of its own. Instead, the E at the end of the word tells us that the A makes the long A sound. Touch each letter as we spell rake together. R, A, K, E. Good! Now look at the first row of pictures. What does the first picture show? You're right. It's a cake. Say cake with me and listen for the A sound. Cake. K, A, K. Where do you hear the A sound? At the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of the word cake? That's right. It's in the middle of the word. Write an A in the middle blank below the picture of the cake. Do you know what letter goes in the last blank space? It's an E, just like at the end of rake. The E at the end of the word tells us that the A in cake sounds like A. Spell cake with me, touching each letter as you say it. C, A, K, E. I think you can do the next two words on your own. Look at each picture first to figure out what the word should be. Then write the letters in the blanks. Remember, put an E at the end of the word to show that the A in the middle sounds like A. All right, let's check your work together. The first picture shows some tape. Tape has the long A sound in the middle, so I bet you wrote an A in the first blank and an E in the last blank. If you didn't spell tape, T-A-P-E, go ahead and fix your work now. Good. The last word in the top row is gate. Gate has the A sound in the middle, so you should have spelled it G-A-T-E. Correct your work if you need to. A, long A says A, long A says A, long A says A. Let's learn more words that have long A. Just below the cake is a picture of a nail. Say that word with me and listen for the A sound. Nail. Did you hear the A sound? Where was it? Beginning, middle, or end? You're right. Nail has the A sound in the middle, but the long A sound in nail is spelled a different way. In nail, the A sound is spelled with two letters put together, A and I. When you see the letters A-I together, they make the long A sound. Touch each letter as we spell nail together. N-A-I-L. Now look at the picture below the nail. What do you see? It's a picture of rain. Where do you hear the A sound in rain? Yes, it's in the middle. R-A-N, rain. Write two letters in the blank to finish the word rain. Here's a hint. The long A sound in rain is spelled just like the A sound in nail. That's great. A and I make the A sound in rain. Change your work if you wrote something other than A and I in the blank. Touch each letter as we spell rain together. R-A-I-N. I think you can do the next two words on your own. Look at each picture to figure out what the word should be. Say each word, listening for the A sound. Then write two letters in the blank to complete each word. Let's check your work. The first word is male. Did you write an A and an I in the space after the M? I hope you did, because male is spelled M-A-I-L. If you wrote something else, go ahead and change it now. The last word in this row is paint. I bet you wrote an A and an I in the blank because you figured out that paint is spelled P-A-I-N-T. You're doing very well. A, long A says A, long A says A, long A says A. Let's spell long A another way. Below the rain is a pile of hay. Say that word with me and listen for the A sound. A. Hay. Did you hear the A sound? Where was it? At the beginning of the word or at the end? You're right. Hay ends with the A sound. But the long A sound in hay is spelled in a new way. In hay, the A sound is spelled A-Y. When you see the letters A-Y together, they also make the long A sound. Touch each letter as we spell hay together. H-A-Y. Now look at the picture below the hay. What word does it show? That's right. It's a picture of pay. Where do you hear the A sound in pay? Yes, it's at the end. P-A. Pay. Write two letters in the blank to spell pay. Here's a hint. The long A sound in pay is spelled just like the A sound in hay. Very good. A and Y make the A sound in pay. Fix your answer if you need to. Now touch each letter as we spell pay together. P-A-Y. I think you can do the next two words on your own. Look at the picture and say each word, listening for the A sound. Then write 2 letters in the blank to complete each word. Let's check your work. The first word is spray. If you wrote an A and a Y in the blank, you got it right. If you wrote something else, go ahead and fix your work now. Touch each letter as we spell spray together. S-P-R-A-Y. The last word in this row is day. I bet you wrote an A and a Y in the blank because you figured out that day is spelled D-A-Y. But if you wrote something else, go ahead and correct your work now. Terrific! Now let's try something new. At the bottom of the page, there are 3 sentences, but each sentence is missing a word. We're going to read each sentence together, and then I want you to figure out what the missing word is and write it in the blank space. Here's the first sentence. Touch each word with your finger as we read it. I like to send to friends. What word could go in that blank? Here's a clue. It's one of the words you already wrote on the card. Look at all the words you wrote and see if you can figure out which one would make sense in the sentence, I like to send to friends. Did you say mail? You're right. Go ahead and write the word mail in the blank space in the first sentence. Remember, it takes 2 letters to make the A sound in mail. Touch each letter as we spell mail together. M-A-I-L. Correct your work if you spelled it wrong. Now let's read the sentence you completed. I like to send mail to friends. Excellent! Let's do the next sentence. Touch each word as we read it. Can I have a piece of birthday? What is the missing word? Look at all the long A words on the card to figure it out. Then write that word in the blank space. I hope you wrote cake in the blank. Cake is spelled C-A-K-E. Correct your spelling if you need to. Let's read your sentence together. Can I have a piece of birthday cake? Nice work. Here's the last sentence. The sun shines during the... Do you know the missing word? Write it in the blank space. I bet you wrote day in the blank because the sun only shines during the day. Day is spelled D-A-Y. Let's read your sentence together. The sun shines during the day. That was terrific. You learned 12 words with the long A sound. For the rest of the day, pay attention to words you read and see if you can find more words with the A sound. When you do, check to see how the long A is spelled. Is it an A in the middle with an E at the end, an A and an I together, or an A and a Y together? That's the end of this activity. A, long A says A, long A says A, long A says A. You learn 3 ways to spell long A.